Hi, it's Wayne Hall back again with indie comics you can order through your comic shop. And this week I want to talk about one that's a little different. It's called Exilium, and there's a couple of things that are different about it. There's a Kickstarter going on for the second volume of it right now. It's written by Ben Slayback, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I'm trying to get him on my podcast. Exilium is science fiction versus sci fi. Sci fi tends to be a little lighter, more Star Warsy, while science fiction tends to be more Star Trek. And it says on the back, let me read you the description real quick. For mankind, a better tomorrow. On the run from a superior force, an advanced alien race settles on Earth, deeply dividing humanity. Unknowingly leading their brutal oppressors straight to the planet, the new inhabitants struggle to mount an effective defense. As the fate of the Earth hangs in the balance, resistance fighters Nia, Ken, and Treu, there's an apostrophe in there, so I think it's Treu instead of True, are tasked with the desperate mission to seek the help of the mysterious and shadowy group known only as the Exilium. Mr. Slayback, every chapter in this book, which was in individual issues from Alterna, has Latin, or at least Latin sounding words as the beginning. And so trying to find one real quick. There's like Veneris Meridianus, which is Friday afternoon, apparently. And so there are several chapters in it. There, as you can tell, the group is two humans and an alien who looks very much like the Area 51 aliens. And this is a book that comes out from Alterna. Alterna is an interesting situation because they usually print books on newsprint. And what's happening is Alterna was the first company to pull out a diamond recently. DC has since come out as well, and they've got different publishers going their way as well. But these guys are largely through their website and through their company themselves. And you can still find these in stores. I know that for a fact. I've seen a couple of them in stores. But the Kickstarter right now going on is Exilium, and it's like season 2 or volume 2, series 2, something like that. Look for that. Look for this word, Exilium. And it's going now until like the end of the month. So I highly encourage you to support them. I have already. And I got this from Alterna. Their individual books are, like I said, are newsprint. The trades are on glossy paper, though, which I really like. And this is a very science fiction story. The Earth is in trouble. An alien race has come, and like it says, when they land on the planet, the fact that they're there actually makes humanity, at least some of us, unhappy, while other ones welcome them. And so there's a group that they're trying to contact called the Exilium. This trio goes out into space looking for them. And all kinds of craziness happens. There's interpersonal conflicts amongst the humans. Of course, we're humans after all. And there's a lot of fascinating things. The alien, who I like, he's actually one of my favorites in this book. I like the way that he looks and the way that he functions. This is the alien race that came to the Earth and divided humanity, basically, because we're not used to other planetary aliens, which is a sort of, this is kind of a commentary on what we're going through now on some levels. This book is one of those great science fiction books because it does discuss a lot of different subjects going on right now. Like I said, what makes somebody an inhabitant of Earth kind of stuff. And there's a big surprise as to who the Exilium are when we get towards the end of the book. So, all kinds of really interesting things. It's $16.95. If your store doesn't have it, I don't think they're going to be able to order it through Diamond. I think they're going to have to go through their Alterna website. I think it's Alterna. It's either Alterna.com or AlternaComics.com. And I would highly recommend you do that. Like I said, there's a second season coming out right now, or series, whatever they want to call it. And it's on Kickstarter. Slayback's last name is Slabak, and however he pronounces it correct, not me. I've never heard it. We need pronunciation guides in these books to tell us how to do it. The art is really good. I really like it. There's a case of the alien looking out into something out in space. And I think the art's really great. And the art is done by Solomon Farias, and I'm sure I'm butchering that too. It's a very solid look to it. It's a very almost superheroic look to the artwork. But I love the outer space stuff. I love the interpersonal reactions and interactions, what's going on. I love the fact that they have to go out into space to find some help. And it's unexpected what you find out there, I have to say. And we get to see the aliens of different races, or well, the aliens and the Earth people of different races trying to interact with everything. And I won't show you the last couple pages because it's a big reveal. But there's so many interesting things going on in this book. The characters have interesting things going on. The alien race has some interesting dynamics happening. And of course, the Exilium themselves are something to deal with as we go through. But there's all kinds of space battles going on. You get to see outer space groups that we run into. Just love the way that this book handles all that stuff. Like I said, very science fiction. And Ben often has other books. He's got, if you go to the back, the last page of the book, we get to see other books he's done. He's done some historical books like 1566 AD, The Map Maker, which is scheduled to come out from Scout Comics before too long. The Fisherman Trail is a big one. If you go to the Kickstarter, one of the things you can get to on one of the levels is you can get PDFs of all his different books. And you won't be able to see them too well, but that's on there. You get to see this. He's very prolific. He's been writing since like 2013 or thereabouts. And I really like his stuff. The Map Maker I really like, which is, like I said, it's coming out from Scout, and I think that's a great one. This one, though, I've read where he thinks this is his favorite one of it. And, I have to agree. I like this one the best so far of all the stuff of his that I've read. Again, if you have to go to the website, I highly encourage it. These guys used to be in stores, but now that they're not, you still can find them through a store can order it. Like, go to the website and order it. But it's going to be something that you'll have to work out with the store. You may want to go directly to them. But these guys used to be in stores, but now we'll see. So let's quickly get to the grading system. Writing, I would have to give this a very strong A. Very powerful writing, very great characterization, interesting story, plot twists, the big story, what's going on is a big revelation. I like that. Art is also an A. I think this is a very science fiction oriented artwork, so I really like it. Lettering, I'm always fussy with lettering. I give it a B. There's sometimes when I think the lettering actually covers up something it really shouldn't, so on that. Literary grade, I have to give this an A. This is one of those Star Trek-like stories that 10 years from now you can read and it'll still be really, really good. I think it's just going to last. The fun factor, there's some humor going on. It's not the main part. The characters are very human. Even the aliens have their funny lines on occasion. So I would give the fun factor a C. I don't know if anybody wants to read this for fun. I think this is more of a Danger, Will Robinson kind of story, which I really like. So it's good. The overall grade, I would still give this an A. Because, like I said, if you're a science fiction guy like I am, you're going to love this book. It's going to really grip you. Again, I have to highly encourage you. It's till the end of the month. Exilium, that's the word. Look that word up and you'll find it out there on Kickstarter. Ben Slayback, again, Slabak. Very literary, very science fiction. Lots of interesting things going on in this book. It's how they cram all this into this one book, I don't know. But I have to tell you, it's definitely worth your time if you're a science fiction guy like I am. Look for that on Kickstarter. I would highly recommend you support it. I think it's already met its goal, but there are stretch goals coming. You can, like I said, one level gives you everything in PDF he's ever done that I can tell. And so there's also an action figure of this guy here, the alien guy, that you can order too. So again, it's Exilium, and I highly recommend it. Look for this coming in Kickstarter. I bet you it's going to be in stores before long. If you can't get it through there, he's got a website for it. I think it's exiliumcomic.com. So be sure to get this book, though, especially if you're a science fiction guy like I am. And until next time, keep reading your comics.